What's going on, everybody? Today I have a war video. It's not a full war, but there are several nodes that I'm going to go through, and it's some of the newer unstoppable nodes, such as this first one here, Buff Toggle, where every 8 seconds the defender will go unstoppable for 4 seconds, but then it also has Boost Buff, which extends the duration of that by 75%, essentially making it a 7-second unstoppable. So I figured, okay, we got a 565 Modok here. I'm gonna go in with my Spider Gwen, get a heavy attack off. There's no like limber or anything like that, so I can parry and heavy this guy as much as I want. And then he goes unstoppable, and from here I just didn't even know what to do. I was like, okay, is that a bug or what? I'm already taking so much damage since I'm not really playing this fight appropriately. Plus, it's only a 455 Spider Gwen. And I drop pretty quick. See, what I did not realize is that node that also increases the duration of Unstoppable also increases the ability accuracy of it, which means Spider Gwen doing a heavy attack and applying the slow debuff that normally reduces the chance for the enemy to go unstoppable by 100% is not good enough if they have a 175% chance to go unstoppable. So unfortunately, Spider Gwen not really of any use here. So we're back to good old Omega Red. Now, I know Spider Gwen put in some work here, but this 565 Modok, he's at 96% health. So let's just pretend that he was at 100% health. And my strategy here is just to kind of play around that unstoppable as best as I possibly can. Trying to get my heavy attacks in. You can see here I was able to parry stun and get a single attack in while he was unstoppable, which just helped me to stay close to him, along with getting in a little bit of damage, taking down a shield, that kind of thing. Unfortunately, I was not able to keep the spores up. It's pretty tough to do, trying to manage, the timer between his auto block and trying to land a parry stun at the right time while you have a decent number of spores up. There's just a lot going on in this fight. But as you'll see here, Omega Red is a great counter for this node. Because I'm not boosted at all. This is a 565 Modok, and I make plenty of mistakes, and I'm still able to get through it. So I'm thinking, fully boosted up and everything, and with some practice, it'll look a lot better. Right here, made a huge mistake, dashed him when he was unstoppable, and I panicked and just hit my special, and yeah, just attacked into his block, essentially. But he does go down. I did lose a lot of health there. I lost, I'm down to 42% health. So it's certainly not the easiest node, but Omega Red is a good counter for it. Alright, moving on to Kingpin, who is on the Spite and Aspect of War node. You'll see here that Omega Red, once again, is a fantastic counter to this. Now, something that I always forget about Omega Red is that once you have 10 spores up, the enemy, they essentially can't shrug off your debuffs, which means parry stun stick, heavy attack stick, and I should have got a heavy attack somewhere along the way here, but it's always easier to see the mistakes when looking back rather than going through the fight itself. Regardless, Kingpin drops very quickly. This was only a rank 1 6-star Kingpin, so he didn't have as much health as like 565 would, but he goes down pretty quick there. Alright, moving on to this thing. I don't know if this is a mini-boss or what, but there's a lot of nodes in this guy. I'm going to assume it's a mini-boss. He has that buff toggle, that boost buff, power focus 2, so he's gaining additional power while below 2 bars, and then brute force just to top it all off. This is a nasty, nasty fight. Now, this is off-season, so I'm not healing up. I'm at 49% health. I'm going into this fight thinking I'm probably not going to get the solo, and I don't, but it's still, I just want to kind of show how some of this fight goes, just because there's not a whole lot of war footage right now of any of these new nodes. So to just give a little bit of that experience, I could have got a heavy attack off there. I don't know why I didn't. Just trying to manage all the buffs and everything was just it was a bit difficult. So yeah, I was doing the best I could. Notice his the unstoppable buff on him. It's about to run out, but I just can't survive, and I end up dying when he was at 34%. So if I had fully healed up, even unboosted, I think I could have taken this fight. So Omega Red, great counter, all this stuff. But in any case, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Just wanted to have a quick little look at some of these newer nodes that feature the unstoppable buff. And thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.